Hello Gundam fans, Bushido 302 here with a review on the 1-144 high-grade Susanowo Trans Am kit. So all in all, this guy is, we'll get into that, yeah. For colors, you get the classic dark brown color with the pearl finish and the pink for the Trans Am black and white. A little bit of the gray here, and the inner frame and the pseudo GN drive there. Nice little back on there, and then you get the blue wire there for some connectivity with the accessories. Right into the movement. This guy loves to fall apart. He probably will halfway through the review or somewhere in between there. But anyways, the head, forward and back, rotate 360. Yeah, the 4P, the forehead comes off. It'll rotate 360, but it's really hard to do, and for time's sake, I'm not going to do it. Don't really get a lot of up and down movement on it, no. So the shoulder piece here connected to the chest will go that far out, come back in. The shoulder joint here will rotate 360, but again, you got to work with this shoulder pad that's on a ball joint, but it's really hard to move. Get about that far out, and then it'll rotate below the shoulder 360, come off of its ball joint, and then you get one joint at the elbow there to bend it off, and the wrist will rotate, wiggle. The chest, if you bring it up and in a little bit more to get it a little bit taller, and that is a little gimmick we'll get into later. The GN boosters here, thrusters, whatever, will swing out about that far and back in to go flush with the body, and they're on the smallest ball joint I've ever seen. I hate it so much. It sucks because it pops off and it wiggles a hell of a lot. And then this part will rotate 360 as well. The legs will kick out about that far forward. They'll come about that far back. Bend two joints here on the knee so you can get a nice, so more than 90-degree angle. Not as much as you'd think for a small kit like this. And then the legs are on another stupid ball joint that comes out really easily. But anyways, the feet down here, the ankles will go side to side, come forward that far, backward that far. The feet part of them will move over about there, on the other side there as well, and they'll come forward about that far and backwards about that far. And then in the back here you also get this little kickstand thing which you can fold down and put into a little groove on the feet to kind of keep it locked in place there, if you can see that. I have not added any panel lining on this guy because, I mean, where are you going to add it? I guess I could paint the little guns on the chest there orange like it is in the anime. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get to that later when I'm bored one day. So, the little gimmicks that this guy has. I guess we'll start off with the Tri-Punisher. Actually, we'll start it with this little clear piece up here that you can get. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe you can see it a little bit better there, but it's for a little energy beam that goes up there. And now we'll go to the Tri-Punisher. So you flip the shoulder pads up here, move the chest up and in, flick that piece down, and you've got the 3 gun ports for the Tri-Punisher. So you can shoot a big laser beam off its Setsuna. Fold these guys back in. Alrighty. The other thing is with the GN thrusters here, you can bring them out and then plug them back in. I've got a hole on the other side there. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Crap. Yes, like that. Get this other side out. And push it in there. And you've got GN claws. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Get some nice poses out of that for there. Especially if you have the 1-144 Trans Am riser. Anyways, just clip these guys back there. Frickin' ball joint. Anyways, all right. This blue piece here will plug into the shoulder on the left, so it can give more direct power from the GN drive to the gauntlet there, which is the name of that white piece. And I forgot to do stickers. Stickers, you've got one on the gauntlet here that wraps around the orange piece on his chest, and there is a little white sticker underneath his chest piece there. I don't know if you can see that very well. But anyways, yeah, so you got those. Also, you get the open hand here on the right, and you get two of the left and right close-fisted ones, so that they can hold the swords. The smaller one is the Unryu, and the larger one is the Shiranawi. Terrible pronunciation. But anyways, they've got a gimmick where you can, that little hole in there, plug this into there, and you get the Soten. So you can hold that pretty nice. And just plug it into this hand here, plug that into there. So yeah, he's got the Soten. And he holds it really well. It is a little bit wiggly, but I mean, if you're just gonna put him on a shelf, it's not that bad. The other thing you can do is take the blue cord that you get for the shoulder here, plug it into one of the swords so that it can get direct power to the sword. Like that. You can also clip these guys onto here. There's a peg in the back. If you move this to the side, you get a little thing there where you can hook the Soten onto, but there's a lot of kibble. You really got to fight with it to put it in there. And the most popular way to put these guys onto the kit without having to hold him is these little clippy things here on his GN boosters. So what you're going to want to do is see that groove there. Just plug them in like, oops, just plug them in. And then the other side. Man. Yeah. And it'll hold it like that. Oh boy. This guy, he comes with an action base. You got one here, so you can look like he's flying. And you got one here, so you can just have him standing upright. And he needs it. I'll tell you what, he needs this action base, because it's really hard to get him to just stand anywhere. So there's him in his action base. Zoom out, try and... Oops, no, zoom out. Yep. Pretty tall. Pretty tall. No, don't zoom. And yeah, that's about it with this guy. He, unless you're a big fan of Graham Acre, or of just the flag, I guess, or the Trans Am kits, or you're trying to collect all of the Mobile Suit Gundam 00 kits, not... you got to be a die-hard fan to get this. Because really, he just falls apart. A lot of things on him fall apart really easily, and he's just kind of hard to move in position. He looks great, though. If you just want to build him and set him on a shelf and forget about him, you know, that's good. That's probably what I'm going to do with him. Do I regret getting him? No. But, you know, you could have used that money to get something else. So, that's it for this guy. I will see you at the next review.